Hello, everyone. This is the Crimson Cure, welcoming you to the Crimson Tower, a place where we keep a feminine foot on the neck of the gynocracy, feminism, and black male misandry. So go ahead, pull up a chair, stay a while, and listen.
Okay, we're downloading A-Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
Hey there, Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am, of course, your host, the Crimson Cure, and as usual, we're just going to jump right into the topic. So, what is today's topic? Demi Lovato is now non-binary. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and read the article, and then we're going to go into why I'm reading you this article. Okay, so, all right. So this was posted today. All right, let me close. I hate these little ads. Okay, Demi Lovato comes out as non-binary. I'll be changing my pronouns to they, them. Demi Lovato is opening up about their journey to self-acceptance. In their new podcast, 4D with Demi Lovato, the pop star came out as non-binary in the introduction of the episode before diving into a personal conversation with Alec Vade Menon, a gender non-conforming writer and performer. Over the past year and a half, I've been doing some healing and self-reflective work. And through this work, I've had the revelation that I identify as non-binary. With that said, I'll be officially changing my pronouns to they, them, said Lovato, who is 28. I feel that this best represents the fluidity I feel in my gender expression and allows me to feel most authentic and true to the person I both know I am and am still discovering. In their moving YouTube docuseries released earlier this year, Lovato shared gripping details about their terrifying drug overdose in 2018. That experience, says Lovato, was a wake-up call. I feel the reason why that happened was because I was ignoring my truth and I was suppressing who I really am in order to please stylists or team members or this or that, or even fans that wanted me to be the sexy feminine pop star in the leotard and look a certain way, they said. The singer said, it would mean the world to them if others could, quote, start identifying me as they or them. Acknowledging they understand fans use the wrong pronoun, Lovato said what means most is that others make the effort. I think it's important because I want to use the pronouns that feel right to me, they said on the podcast produced by OBB Sound. I also just don't want people to be so afraid of messing up that they don't try to use them. In March, Lovato opened up to fans about being pansexual during an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. I'm so fluid now, and a part of the reason why I'm so fluid is because I was super closeted off, they said. I heard someone call the LGBTQIA community the Alphabet Mafia. I'm part of the Alphabet Mafia and proud. So, There's a very specific reason why I'm showing you this, or why I read that to you. I want you to hearken back to this: biology, culture, and environment. This is what I mean. To flip everything so ridiculously on its head that you have an individual who has been nothing but a female all of her life. She got, I would presume, female genitalia, reproductive system, and looks like a girl, actually a cute girl. To confuse a person so much that they question their very biology. And what is biology? What did we say? It was fertility, it was vessels, it was reproduction, it was the physical self, it was the personal self, it was the hair, nails, makeup, and skin. It was their nature, how we think of what we feel, okay? Their nature. To confuse a person so much that they decide that their nature must be changed. And it's not just her. This is the culture that we live in. And what is the culture? It's society at large, right? It's the influence, right? It's the energy. It's the language. What are we saying about language? Now we've got to change the language to they and them and those and these. And okay, we can't use him and her anymore because it's offensive. To call Demi Lovato a girl, or to say she, or to say her, when she has been a woman, she's been a female since birth, it would now be considered to be insensitive and offensive to her if you said it to her, not because her biology actually changed, but because of the idea of her biology changed. And because it's so prevalent in the culture, we now have to change the language in order to address her and others like her, in order not to be offensive. We got to be politically correct, okay? These are all the keywords that you see under that category of culture, okay? It's what we do and how we act collectively as a group. But that's not all. The environment had to change because these things are now codified into the law of the land. President Biden signed a whole bunch of bills that was very protective, specifically over the Tea Party part of the alphabet community. So you have to use these pronouns and things of that nature. They even had it like in the federal buildings and Capitol Hill and all of that. You couldn't use certain pronouns and things of that nature because it was going to be offensive to whomever. All right. These things are in our schools. These things are in our local municipalities. These things are everywhere. So I read this to you. I read that article to you just to demonstrate the effect of the BioCultIron and how those three things interact and interplay with one another. Okay? I just want to drive these points home to everyone. I'm going to end this off with a quote from Carter G. Woodson. Give me one moment and let me pull that up. I probably should have had it pulled up, but it is what it is. So here is the quote from a one Carter G. Woodson. If you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. When you determine what a man shall think, you do not have to concern yourself about what he will do. If you make a man feel that he is inferior, you do not have to compel him to accept an inferior status, for he will seek it himself. If you make a man think that he is justly an outcast, you do not have to order him to the back door. He will go without being told. And if there is no back door, his very nature will demand one. And that is a quote from Carter G. Woodson in The Miseducation of the Negro, which is a perfect explanation of biology. If you change a person's biology, what they think about themselves, how they perceive their own natures, okay? How they personally regard themselves. You change that, especially negatively, to make them feel inferior. They will go down the rabbit hole on their own. And this is what we're seeing. To convince people that you can change your biology with a thought. And people are convinced of this. They are. They believe that they can change the nature of who they are by just saying so. By just saying that's how I feel. And so that's got to be what it is. And they will go down the rabbit hole on their own. You do not have to force. You do not have to coerce. The only thing that you have to do is set up culture and environment in order to support what new biology you're trying to get across and trying to set. That's all that you have to do. That's it. So with that being said, I want to hear everyone to sound off in the comment section. What do you think? Is this a good example for you to actually grasp the concept of BioCultIron and how these things interplay and interact with one another in order to create a new system, a new value system for either an individual or a group of people? What do you think about Demi Lovato? What do you think about this non-binary? Whatever point in this video you want to talk about, I want to hear it in the comment section. Please, everyone, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey, guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.